love having the game on twice, but it's at 2 different points. So like I can watch it on my phone, see what happens, then turn around and watch it again.
Instant replay.
All right, so we're gonna have to manually do all of our rolls here if we want to continue today. So,
yes.
All right.
Just remember for your rolls that you're proficient in to add your proficiency bonus for anybody who hasn't done
So
that.
whatever
up to
we're
now.
rolling for, just do like the +1, +2, +6, +8 for it, right?
Yeah, you just roll 1d20 plus.
Alright.
Yeah.
So
someone might have to help me during that.
So from my understanding, where like your acrobatics and animal handling is, you'll just have to roll a d20 +2 or something.
Oh, so whatever it has.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's all you gotta add. Alright, so as we left off, oh no, I want you to roll me a deception check.
For sure.
I can hear the frustration from your voice.
Yeah, I know, Dakota. It's all good.
All
It's
right.
okay.
Oh no! Please
Fuck
roll a 1d.
No, it's it's just a little frustrating that they chose now, but I can understand why, so it's fine.
The Super Bowl? Dungeons and Dragons? Nerds? Yeah, they'll watch the Super Bowl.
Guys can't play nerd formula dice and dungeons. Come on, guys. All right. Give me a second. What are the commands again? It's
/roll space 1d20 plus or minus your modifier.
1d20 plus 1. That's equal. That would definitely screw it up. Plus 1. Go. Okay. Solid 10 down the walkway.
Okay, now I gotta roll an insight for him. Gives me an excuse to use my dice tower, I suppose. He stares at you gleamingly, completely unaware of whether or not you're telling the truth. This certainly does seem interesting, if I do have to say the least. A horn from a beast, a book on transmutation. It looks like as he like holds the book, and like analyzes it, and some components. It feels like someone is trying to tell us something about spells. If I had to guess.
Honestly, I would not even doubt the same thing. I was kind of led to believe in the same direction. And I mean, you can jam your whole, and I like jam my whole arm in there to show that, I mean, it is a very magical box. I'm like up to the shoulder. I'm like, it is very much like a magical box, but I feel like, let me pull my arm back out and I kind of like, keep it open. I feel like this is just very, like when every once in a while some wizards may or may not have offspring or may not make trinkets. I feel like this is a trinket. A very nice trinket, but a trinket nonetheless. I mean, it was fun to solve, but it did take some time. But on my case, it's, it just took me a little bit shorter time. Also, I think you're busy with your studies and stuff, so completely respectable,
Right.
I shift the box like toward Copper, and I'm like, I want them to investigate the box because it is intricate, it is very beautiful, and the inside is just as ornate before it disappears into a black void.
Did you leave the box like open, or did you close it?
It is currently open. I do have like my hand on the top of the box to reclose it, but I am kind of displaying it toward them. Like, yeah, I mean, like, look, I mean, it's very nice on the inside. I mean, like I said, it just disappears into a black void. It is a, very nice trinket, nonetheless.
And he takes a moment and he like gets up on, like stands up off of like the stool that he was on and like looks at the box like inside and out. It's a very different structure than I've seen before.
Yeah, of course.
I mean, I've seen a couple other boxes like this one in the past, but it's never really been as nice a quality. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that it didn't have more inside.
You know, but then
Can-
I like when you look on the inside and look at the lid. It's not even like, you know how some people show off their work. It's solid plate. There's no inner workings. You can't even see the fun part.
No, it's true. And he like looks down into like the void of the box that's just like a stasis. And he like puts his hand inside and just like pulls it back out and looks it over. I've never
Can I cast Zone of Truth again, real quick?
It's Zone of Truth, is that a concentration spell?
Yeah, but I can choose to end a
That's
concentration
true.
spell.
That's true. I would say if you wanted to recast Zone of Truth, you could.
Yeah, without saying why at all, I just want to cast it again.
And everybody make a charisma saving throw.
Yeah.
Thanks, dude.
So it'd be the second 0 on your attributes page below the charisma score. It'd be the one on the right.
It's not any better.
Oh.
Alright, well, if you apparently click charisma, it doesn't roll for you, so. Roll.
Nothing's going to do that.
Yeah, all of them aren't working for some reason.
I-
Okay, that's right, because, oh no, you have advantage on magical effects, right? Or am I... No, never mind, that was
No,
your
Irini
deception
should.
roll. Irini does.
Okay, so it's roll slash
Slash roll.
Slash roll.
roll.
Slash roll
And a
space. Yep. And then 1d20 plus your... it'd be your
The
charisma.
lower right number in the charisma.
Yes.
Yeah, you can hover over it and it'll say saving throw too.
Can I do a dexterity saving throw instead?
No.
I rolled to dodge the zone of truth.
Alright.
Yeah, can
And-
I disengage?
And
No, I'm kidding.
for Irini, she can roll it again because she has advantage on those saves.
Yeah.
Do I have to do it again?
Yep.
Slash roll 8.
Yeah, do I have the? Oh, yeah. Do I have? Is this the thing where I have? The...
Okay, it did not matter.
Wow.
Okay.
Did I delete
think
it?
it made a difference.
My spell DC is 15.
Oh, I also have advantage on these.
You got it though.
I know, I got it. I just, I should crit fish just to screw with Athreos.
But then I have a feeling Copper might also have it. If it's gnome thing.
Yeah, if it's a gnome thing, it's definitely a gnome thing. So Copper definitely has advantage on this.
Was fully unaware.
Sorry. Should I be telling Athreos this key part about my physiology? Probably. Would he?
It's never come up
remember, though?
before. Yeah.
It's never come up before.
I mean,
but
yeah,
would
what
they-
we've been together for like what, maybe 2 weeks?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're hedging on a month. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm just verifying that they have advantage.
It's
No.
gnome cunning.
Oh, that's what it's just a general gnome feature. That's right.
Yeah, advantage on intelligence, charisma, wisdom saving throws against magic.
Okay.
That's like literally the short raw. But yeah, it's essentially like anytime he's doing this, I basically am like, I'm getting magic cast against me. The what?
Athros, you would feel that that Copper has fallen under your spell.
I don't say anything.
So yeah, I mean, honestly, man, I feel bad. This is kind of a weird thing for me to go be like, well, let's split this. If you want the goods inside, have at it. Honestly, I could probably do more with the box, but that's just me.
And just out of curiosity, if I happen to want the box, how would that affect you?
Ugh. Well, my family has found great need with it. It has become kind of a handy little thing while we're on the road.
I like hitting the box with my hammer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we like the box. It's cool.
In all honesty, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of the coolest feature of it. It is kind of near indestructible in the sense of like, I've let, and I kind of lean on Athreos, and I'm like, he has beat the snot out of this thing, and like again, I turn the box, I close it at this point, and spin it around, and I'm like, it's very barely marred. So in the sense of construction, it is very nice, and as me as a collector, I'm at a discrepancy with this because it's hard to split this box. I mean, the goods inside are fairly decent and fairly worthwhile, but to my family, this box is extremely good component to our family. I know this is cool for you, but I feel like if I gave this up, I would be letting my family down.
Can I hit the box right now?
No, give it a second, because if he wants it, if he really wants it, I don't want to hit it, and then, that would be rude.
I want you to make a persuasion check, Ona, with advantage because of everybody else with you.
Okay, cool. My persuasion is just like my deception, so I will roll instead of 1, 2. Okay. Yeah, I mean, so.
Okay. So you see Copper kind of ponders to himself. It's like, his left hand kind of going up and caressing his chin. He looks at the items on the table and he looks at the box. And he's about to like try and say something, but he can't. So he like pauses for a moment and goes back to thinking.
He knows it's the truth.
I myself don't have need for this particular box. And he like looks at the party because it doesn't tell him explicitly who's casting the spell. So he looks at he looks at the rest of the party.
And my hands, I have been on this box,
Yeah.
so he can clearly see it's not me.
And he looks back to Ono. I suppose I can part ways with the box itself.
I slide it away from the table and put it in my person. All right, that's fair. That's totally fair.
I think it would get more use traveling with all of you, and I would settle with the items that were inside the box. Maybe there's something inside this book that I can use in furthering my studies, or in general, learning new information.
Copper, if I get any kind of information on the proprietor, creator, or progenerator of this box, I'm going to come back to you. We're going to have a whole big talk session on this. Honestly, if I find a tome on this thing, you're like the first person I'm coming to talk to. I'm saying that like I'm not being smart about it. I'm not being like facetious. I'm just trying to be like, this is literally what Ona would say.
And he looks at you. Somehow I'm, no offense to you, Ona, but somehow I don't think I'll be the first person you talk to. But I do hope we keep in contact. You have been a very fantastic person to communicate with here. If you are on your way and on your travels, I do have another request for you. If you have time while you're up in the north.
I look at my party, I look at my family, and without really taking a breath, yeah, sure. My notebook opens.
My guy's gonna give a thumbs up, and I'm gonna be like, "Hey, your bathroom was just outside to the right, right?"
What?
Yes. You go around the corner, and it's about 20 feet down on your left.
Oh man, Copper,
All right,
I'm sorry.
thank you.
You might have to make this quick.
My guy turns around and immediately books it to the bathroom.
Uh-oh.
In-game and IRL.
Oh.
Okay. As Iibryn takes off out the room. Well, up in the frozen north, north of Bryn'Shander, like between hold on, I gotta see what town I'm supposed to go to.
Cracking another cold one for the game, baby.
Touchdown Eagles.
That's
Is it really?
Yeah,
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
they did. I'm
Church
watching
just-
it too. As soon as Ben said it, that my wife just said, "Fuck the Eagles."
North of the city of Caer de Navel, there's out in the forest a little ways. You should hopefully come across a black cabin. I have a friend who lives there. His name is Macretus. He was a bit of a tinkerer himself. Him and I kept in contact for a long time. I've known him for years, and the last time I spoke to him, which was a few months back, he claimed that he was going to try and find a way to maybe help end this eternal rhyme that we're kind of going through with cold and everything going on. Well, I haven't heard from him for a little while, and if you're finding yourselves in that area of 10 towns, for whatever reason, if you have time to maybe take a walk northward and see if you can find him for me, just to make sure he's still around, I would greatly appreciate it.
Absolutely, yeah. I'm sure our travels will find us crossing over there, at least on the northern side. Yeah, I would be happy to give a look, and I'm sure at some point I'll find a way to at least, if I can't send you physical missive, I'll at least do my best to try to magically give you a missive. Yeah, absolutely.
You see him once more about to speak, and then he he holds his tongue one more time. I'm sure you will, but there's no hostility in his voice. There's no.
Can I make an insight check against
Yeah,
him?
go for it.
I'm about to click it. Damn it.
I know it's very hard.
It's all good. It's all good.
That's
It's good to
Yeah.
get the tactile feel, actually.
Can I also do an insight check? Because I would know that he's under the spell.
Yeah.
And when he can't say anything.
He's
Yeah.
clearly
Keep me
fighting,
honest.
saying something. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go ahead and make an insight too, Athreos.
I got a +2 on this one.
I get a +7 on insight.
I'll take that. Excuse me. Nice, dude.
You get this strong feeling that he is very pessimistic in nature, and he doesn't want to come off that way.
Most novel
So
knockers are
this zone of truth is really like
rough.
forcing him to think outside the box and how he's talking. You can see like a bead of sweat like beginning to form on his brow, but he doesn't seem hostile. It's like a completely changing his like nature and how he's handling things. So he's struggling now being under the effects of this spell.
Okay.
I don't know if I'll do this later. If not, whatever. Not that I'm super big on gnomish families, but like, are novel knockers? It is a common name. I'm saying it like we're making it canon. Novel knocker is a common name because I keep saying it. So, is it like a class thing? Like he's just pessimistic because he's like, oh, this no-name rock gnome, or is it just like, or am I reading into it? I'm just probably making up stuff in my head. He's classist.
He's just he's not pessimistic because of his name or like being an alkalite or anything like that. He's more pessimistic. You feel that maybe he himself might not have had the best time after leaving leaving the family.
That's fair.
And like venturing on his own to do his own thing. It seems that he's a bit down on many of the things that go on here, not really having a lot of hope as of right now.
Proper noble knockers want to be my pen pal, guys. We gotta send him a care package every once in a while.
Started off with a lie.
All right, let's.
As you, and by no means, you are more than welcome to stay in the house of the Morning Lord as long as you need to. May their light shine within you. But
And within you, I think we have business, right? I was gonna look at Iibryn, but Iibryn ran outside to go vacate himself. Ooh. Athreos, got any ideas?
Yeah, I'm not into the whole light, whatever, and I use my channel
Oh, yeah, that's right.
thing to make it all dark and dim light.
and
Channel divinity.
Some lady spitter tea.
Yeah.
the whole room just
That's
like
better.
gets super super dim. Copper looks over, like looks at the like dome of darkness above or dim light above him. Well, now that's certainly interesting too. And certainly you're not a Morning Lord follower. He like looks over to you. I don't think the Morning Lord, being a being who believes in the light, would give anybody an ability like this one. It's fascinating.
He can do really cool stuff.
I mean, honestly, yeah, he's pretty interesting. He's pretty awesome. In all honesty, I hear it again. I'm not trying to beat this horse. Athreos does have skills, not like the everyday variety, but more of a
More of the practical type of skills. All right.
Thank you, Athreos.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I might not be book smart, but I am street smart.
He is a genius. No, don't let him sell you short. This man's a genius. Legitimately have seen him solve. He helped me solve this box.
I can't read.
I'm sword smart.
You see Copper, he's like, he raises his hand like he's trying to speak and like the words don't come and he's like frustrated, he like clenches his hand for a moment and then he lets it go. He's like, I don't believe you. No one who's a follower of the church is illiterate. Like, fully believing these words. But
he has the ability to read, but it's small doses and it's simple stuff. With that picture book, Athreos has like simple words. We knew that picture book.
I just look at the pictures. Let's be clear. Words are for heathens.
The man's a genius. Okay, I have seen him fell creatures magically with his innate ability and his deific rights. Guys, do we have a business with Michonne? I hate to push this wall. Iibryn is rocketing out a hard one.
Yeah, I know all about that.
Sorry, Irini.
well, people are looking for Michonne. She should be done with her service any time now.
Oh, yeah, that's perfect. Well, we don't need to interrupt her. I kind of step up and away from the table again, kind of like push the box behind me, and like help gather together the awesome goods, and I offer a fist bump.
And he awkwardly and confusedly like completes your fist bump.
Wicked,
You
awesome.
explode it?
We gotta explode it. It's the thing, Irini. I don't know if he knows. It's a very. I exploded. Of course, I exploded, Irini. 100%.
Explosions.
You gotta explode it, Copper. You gotta do the explode. You gotta. And I like weirdly and awkwardly like take my hand and show him how to explode it, and then we reset and do it again. I'm like, all right, ready? And you go.
But
Yeah. Well, you don't have to make the noise. I'm just making the noise to kind of emphasize.
I don't know if I'm going to do that again.
It's okay. No, it's okay. It's an it's you thing. All right, Irini, and I high five Irini. Let's rock and roll.
Right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Greatly appreciated. And good luck on your travels. And hopefully nothing is wrong with Meridas.
Is it McCready? Hold on.
Meridas. All right.
No, you're
It's been
okay.
been a long day already, and I'm a bit confused.
It's okay. You seem mildly flustered. I understand it's a lot to take in.
Right.
And I turn very quickly and sharply to the rest of my family. And I'm like, let's wait until Michonne's service is done. And outside, probably somewhere near wherever Iibryn is, oh god, he's probably making a mess.
Yeah, and as you guys begin to leave Knobbleknocker's room area, you would see Iibryn making his way back to the party.
You good, bud? Okay. All right. I prestidigitate you. First, I prestidigitate you clean. Secondly, I prestidigitate whatever scent you may have linger.
I advise not going there for the next 10 to 20 minutes. Those shots from last night must have finally made their way through, because wow, was that out of nowhere. Sorry. Did I really miss anything important?
Nah.
Not really. We got the box back. Everything's a-okay. We got to talk to Mishan here in a few minutes. Are you, like, physically okay? Do we need to... I know this is a cruel joke after literally the events in the past 48 hours, but did you vacate a demon from within you?
It felt like it, but you know.
Okay. All right. That's fair.
It'll be the house's problem to deal with that later. Let's go see the one lady we're here for.
I feel like we should clean this up, but all right. That's fine.
It's their problem.
I look at Athreos and I'm like, you got anything else locked and loaded there, bud?
Nope, all out.
Damn, I was... all right.
You're on your own.
All right, fair. That's fair. All right, let's rock and roll. Kitty, let's roll. Ooh, it's like literally on this other building. Oh, crap. Sorry. I didn't mean to say that so loud. Sorry.
As the party makes their way out into the main church, sermon pew area, you see that the crowd that was there, the handful of people who had come to the service today, have since left. There are several attendants who are kind of cleaning up areas within the pews and taking care of things up at the podium. You do see Mishan talking to one of the attendants up by the altar, but on the side farthest from you, as they seem to be calm and collected. You guys are approaching her, I assume, or what's the plan?
Yeah, I guess we should. I kind of look at everybody. I guess we should respectfully approach.
Why are we
I don't
talking
know
to
how
her
the church
again?
works.
So we gotta talk to Mishan for Iibryn? Hold on. I like literally I'm thumbing through my notes. Give me a second here. But Iibryn, yeah, I think you actually did want to talk to Mishan.
I don't like churches.
That's
To
fair.
see what's going on, if they know anything about Targos. I still have this scroll, and we need to find out,
with that thing.
That's it.
what's going on that way.
Yeah.
And I
Alright.
know we're also supposed to go to Easthaven at some time, so
Well, yeah, that's
Yep,
fine. And
general
eventually
info
we're going
that
to
way.
make our way to Cara Dune-Val, so that's fine with me. Yeah, no, if you want to be tip of the spear for this one, we got your back, bud. And I don't know, wait.
I would kind of like look at the group and be like, should we maybe put him, as I point to Athreos, in a pew and just let him... Athreos, you want to read or look at some of the pictures in your book?
He just told...
I can't read, first off.
Again, why
And
are
I've
you
looked at
doing
all the
that?
pictures in this book, alright? I don't know if you've noticed, it's not a thick book, there's not a lot of pages, there's not a lot of pictures.
Athreos, you
gotta
want to
get
go find another picture book?
I can totally find you another picture book.
I'm down to go. I don't like churches.
Sure, yeah, let's go find a book, just wherever on the street. Anywhere but here. This
There,
place blows.
no, because
Sure, they
there's
got a library
Walking out.
somewhere.
they do. That's where the kid who got attacked at. I eventually have a book. Like when I want to go raid their bookshop because I told that kid we were gonna be like, hey bud, we saved your life. I'm get some
Oh,
free
yeah,
books from your
yeah, that's
butt.
right.
Yeah,
We'll do that
yeah.
after
And
the
then-
stuff here.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
And then we'll move plot along. Oh, my nose is bleeding. Sorry.
As they're all discussing that, I guess I would kind of like walk up and gesture to Mishan, like, can I talk to you real quick over here type thing?
Go wait outside.
I hand you a small like toy, like a wooden toy that kind of like when you dogs are getting attacked. When you twist the top of it, it kind of springs up and down in your hand.
Hell yeah.
Here you go.
I look at him like, what do you think I am, a child? I take it, turn around, and start playing with it and start laughing. This is a lot of fun.
Hey,
I hand Kitty one almost identical, but it has like cat ears on it.
sweet.
There you go.
I'm going outside now for real.
Wicked.
I follow you.
All right.
Yeah, I'll back you up. Yeah, Irini, you want to back him up too?
Sure.
They should be fine. Honestly, that's like at least 25 minutes of toy play with the both of them. If they do break it, it does spark, which is cool, so they'll both like it.
Yeah, they'll love that.
And Iibryn, you were trying to get her attention.
Yeah, I kind of just point at her and tilt my head to the side, like, can we talk over here real quick?
What a spread. It's you flanked with me and Irini in your wings.
As you kind of like signal to get her attention, you see that she like puts a palm, not palm, like one of her hands on the shoulder of one of the attendants, and you just kind of hear her say, "May their light shine within you," and then the person repeats it back as she makes her way down to the three of you. "Welcome to the House of the Morning Lord. I am Mishan. Oh no, it is a pleasure to see you again. Thank you for returning. How can I help all of you today?"
Pleasure's ours. We're pleased to see you as well. My family members, specifically my family member Iibryn, has questions and counsel from you.
Yeah, thanks for the introduction. Well, no, I'm Iibryn. Kind of gesture towards Irini. Like, this is also one of our family members, Irini.
My sister. I'm sorry, this is my sister Irini.
You can see the striking resemblance they have. But
we're literally twins.
all jokes aside, I was wondering if you know any information about some of Auril's disciples, in particular Athena and the correlation they have with Targos.
When you say disciples of Auril, I'm assuming you're referring to the church in Targos.
Correct.
About table real quick. Wasn't your plan to ask about the thing that attacked us as well?
Yeah, I'm leading up to that. I
Okay.
want to
Making sure it
baseline
wasn't like
down.
a flub or anything.
I was like, you didn't want to serve up that hot plate first? I thought the same thing.
No, I already served up the hot plate in the bathroom about 5 minutes ago, so.
Good lord, Iibryn.
Okay. All poop jokes aside.
It's beneath us.
Literally.
I'm gonna avoid making another one.
It's low-hanging fruit, man. Just hit it.
Do it.
No, we don't want it to splatter. Anyway,
Ah.
you see Mishan, as she looks at you, you get a good look at like her features as she wears like a white and golden robe, about your height, long blonde hair, hood down, a cross between elven and human in nature. Doesn't really feel like she fits into either. As she ponders for a moment. Well, if you're requesting information about specific members of their church, that's not usually my specialty. We tend to keep ourselves separate because we have very different ideologies. But I guess, if it helps in any way, give you some information pertaining to the church. The Church of Auril, naturally, is not a dark organization. In fact, up until the last few years and she speaking with her hands, you see that she weaves a a sign in the air, and above the altar, you see almost like a night sky kind of appear, and the peak of Calvin's cairn appearing in the distance behind a moonlit sky. Honestly, up until a few years ago, the church itself had been rather quiet, taking very few people into their wings, many people seeking religious freedom. If they were not accepted into the Church of Auril, they would come to the House of the Morning Lord, us being the two primary churches in the lower 10 Towns area. But they're not a bad group. They're led by a woman who goes by Grand Priestess Frigus. She's been quiet for some time. As far as other individuals, I'm afraid I don't have a lot of information about them. Are you trying to determine if they're bad people, or is there ulterior motives behind your words, young Iibryn?
Well, little column A, little column B. Needless to say,
Yeah, we had a little bit of a run-in.
as in we, they mean me. We've had some, or well, we had a compatriot, Athena, that was sent from House of the Morning Lord, and there was originally, we'll just say, a kerfuffle going on in between a certain trading group that would travel throughout the towns, and as my fellow compatriot, as I'm jesting towards Ono, would say, they are sleazy, slimy, and charge 10 times more than their product's worth. One of their members was going around killing people. Our compatriot was sent from the church to kind of take care of that. You actually recently took in somebody we saved, Nicholas, the guy who runs the library in town.
He's,
And
I don't think he runs it. I think he works there.
Semantics, whatever. Regardless, Tia, one night after a successful mission coming back to town, and when we were stopped in Termaline, my guy would kind of like gesture his hand on his mouth, trying to find the right word to say here. Basically turned into the embodiment of evil, nearly killed me, and probably could have killed everybody within the entire town with a blink of an eye. Calls herself Hadrun, and that now that Sephic, the individual we had to take care of, is gone, is now possessing Athena. So, kind of curious if you ever heard the name Hadrun, or might know any information on that. I know you guys aren't the same church, but you know there's probably a good reason you're not. Maybe you have that information we need.
And she would give you a smile as she nods her head. It's interesting that we come to the House of the Morning Lord to request information about the Church of Auril. This particular instance, the name Hadrun. I'll be honest with you. I do not know that name. And she, looks at all three of you, trying to make herself seem as transparent as possible.
And I guess I'm gonna insight check her. I don't feel comfortable insight checking a religious figure, but I will.
Yeah,
I'll do the same.
yeah. Because any of you three who wanted to roll an insight could.
What's my insight? Ooh, +3.
Let's go. Let's go. Read her like a book. Irini, you gonna read this chick like a book? Crit fish. Let's go.
Going. Sorry, we're slow.
She's
on fire.
being, at least to all of your knowledge, 100% sincere in her words. You feel confident that she probably does not know of Hedrune, and that her words about the Church of Auril seem sincere. The church is not a bad place, but it does have a negative stigma attached to it because of Auril and what Auril does. If you're looking for that information about the name Hedrune, the evil that had stricken all of you when you were in Targos, or the spirit who embodied this Sephic that you'd speak of, your best place to go would be the church itself. They know significantly more about Auril's history beyond what most people do. Being direct worshippers of her, it would make sense that they could call upon the lore and the history of her works and her followers a bit deeper than I could, should this have been something tied to the Morning Lord themselves. It would be a different story here. Major events tied to our faith, I could rattle off to you as much as people wanted. Auril's a bit different, even though she is a very common figure up here. Not everybody has all the information. Sometimes you need to go places you might not want to find it. If that makes sense.
Yeah, just go head first into the belly of the beast and into the fire.
That's
She would place a hand on your shoulder, Iibryn, if you would let her.
I mean, yeah.
Not hitting on you.
The Church of Auril is not one to be feared. Testy at times, maybe, but walking into that establishment, one does not need to feel as though they will never walk back out.
Don't fear the establishment. That's almost killed me twice. Gotcha. Well, I appreciate the information. Oh no, Irini, did you have anything to ask the kind lady before we leave?
Robes are crisp. That wasn't really a request or a question. I was just making a statement.
Well, thank you.
I do. Yes, I do have weird requests. That's just me. First weird request: any spare instruments that you're willing to give up that I'd be, even broken ones. I'd love to take them off your hands and repair them for my own divine purposes. I know Irini. Secondly, if you have any like beginner tomes, I know that it's the innate ability when you guys do magical stuff. Sorry. Divine practices through your god. Sorry, I wasn't trying to be condescending. I just low level, low level cantripy kind of everyday thaumaturgy magic. Scroll book, anything weird. Yeah, that's a weird request. Other than that, no.
I'm going to assume that your desire for this information is not to join our faith, so to say. Am I correct in that assumption? Oh no.
Respectfully, no. More for an I feel like an old professor may have said this once. Purely academic purposes. I'll, in full transparency, one of my party members is intrigued by the use of magic, and I personally am finding it difficult for me to apply my arcane abilities to them, and I am definitely trying to find an alternative way. And the short answer would be I would go to the one who's versed in divine practices within our group, but you saw me give them a toy, so I couldn't ask them for that necessarily. So, yeah, if you happen to have any kind of super basic low level, like literally like a scroll of thaumaturgy or something like that, I would be. I'm just gonna make it into a magic item. Not gonna even lie to you. Just gonna keep it real. And I smile super big.
For someone not looking to join the House of the Morning Lord, the followers of Armator, I don't have a particular item of such that I could give you, but I do have something else. And she looks to the attendant, who's kind of been like at the altar, but like off, out of the earshot, and she kind of like signals for her to come up close. Yes, Mishan. My dear, please grab one of the tomes off the shelf in my desk, off the shelf in my quarters, if you will. You know the one. And she kind of gives a nod. I'll be right back.
Ooh.
And a few moments later, you see this younger figure return, holding a blue book in her hands with a image of the sun on top of it. Hold on, keep getting Discord notifications on top of my screen.
It's just them being them.
She hands it forward to you, Ono.
Ooh.
This book here is what we call the Signs of Amator.
Oh, okay.
It is not a magical book itself.
There.
Not necessarily something that I think would appeal to your interests, but it provides basic principles and beliefs, as well as some introductory somatics to maybe some of the things you might be interested in, though in and of itself would not be enough to learn this on their own. It would require extra sources.
Yeah, I don't honestly. I don't have the full innate magical ability to learn this verse of magic, but I do believe I have the ability to utilize it arcane in nature, the principles, to at least get my friends and family to a place where they're comfortable. In full respect. Light shine within you.
May the light shine within you as well.
Yeah, see, I would nod Athreos, but he doesn't. Yeah, he doesn't get it. Okay.
Is there more that I can help the three of you with? She would look to each of you three, being Irini, Ono, and Iibryn, for any further questions.
I like.
You guys got good janitorial staff?
Ooh, man, I run to a tithe box and I put 5 gold in that box.
You're gonna need it.
It would not be the first time, and I'm sure it will not be the last. Unfazed, honestly.
Yeah, I jog back and I go, I just made a donation because Iibryn made a donation.
Your septic tank.
It's polite of you to think that they have a working septic system in here, Irini.
They're of the lords.
That's it. Yeah, 100%. Yeah. You heard the satyr. Kind of puff my chest and bump Iibryn, and I'm like, Mishan, thanks upon thanks to you and your Deus Coven. I'm not really sure what would be the clergy. There you go. A good day. And I kind of like turn on my heel and just strut away.
I guess I would follow behind him.
Thank you.
I'd mimic the strut.
As all three of you make your way out of the House of the Morning Lord, Mishan, a small wave goodbye, a singular wave as you leave the establishment, closing the doors behind you.
Super nice. You didn't have to give me this book. I mean, honestly, this is super nice.
You find Bictune and Athreos, I believe, playing with toys.
You guys break it? Did you guys break them yet?
As you come out, you see Athreos with his hammer above his head and just slam it down onto the little toy.
Okay. It explodes in blue and pink sparks.
I jump up. Yeah! Again.
I don't know where mine is.
You threw it?
I don't know where it is.
I'm impressed. Okay.
So
Did you eat it?
I don't know. I don't know where it is. I told you.
Wait, you legitimate. Wait a second.
I do not know where it is.
I
I
cast
have a
detect
quizzical.
magic.
you cast what?
Detect magic.
Such a mundane magic. I don't even know
Okay.
if detect magic is gonna catch it.
Do I see it?
Oh, I was really hoping to look for that "Where's my ice cream" gift from SpongeBob from Patrick Star, but I can't find it.
Where's my ice cream?
As you scan the nearby area, the 30-foot radius around the entrance of the House of the Morning Lord, you feel a very, very small arcane presence coming from around the corner. There's a barrel at the very end, and below this barrel, laying between the barrel and the wall of the House of the Morning Lord, you find Big Toon's toy.
Cool. I
it
cast
with
guiding
anyone?
bolt on it.
Oh,
I'm like,
God.
there it is. And I point over to where it is.
I want you to make an attack roll with Guiding Bolt.
Yeah, I suppose that is going to.
Got like an AC of like 1 and has not even a hit point.
It's like prop on.
Leave it.
It's like a desk. It's like a desk object. That's overkill.
Oh, 12.
As you fire your bolt at the small toy on the ground, it explodes into glimmers of various colors between... Is it the same toy that you gave Athreos, or was it a different one?
Yeah, exactly one. They just
Okay.
it pops in blue and pink.
It just had cat
neon
ears on it.
sparkles. Yeah, it just had cat ears on it.
Oh, okay. And you as it explodes into these various colors, the colors themselves kind of leach into your guiding bolt, giving off a shimmery rendition of that color assortment. So it's
Not gonna
almost
lie.
like prismatic in appearance for a moment.
That was pretty cool. That was pretty awesome.
Yeah, I totally meant to do that. Yeah.
But that toy sucked anyway. I couldn't figure it out, so.
I look at Irini and I kind of like open my pouch and I've got like several dozen more. Like, it's fine.
Oh no, with the fidgets.
I got fidget toys for days, guys.
He knows he's dealing with children.
Thanks, Dad.
So what's the party doing?
Oh man. Well, we got this copper quest. We got this I mean, we can hit the road, really. Honestly, we can hit the road and just kind of pick a direction.
Let's go.
I have like
Yeah.
2 to 3 different really good directions. We could, go straight to the danger zone, so to speak.
Yep, that one. Let's go.
No. We got other stuff. Yeah, let's go find the bears. Let's get out of the city, I guess, and let's go figure out what the heck we're gonna do.
Good to meet.
Sounds good to me.
Of course, it sounds good to you. All right, let's go.
I'm
Yeah,
itching
what
for
do
a fight.
yeah, what do we have? Okay, so we have this copper quest.
So Easthaven to save the sailors,
Yep, we do have that.
and we could go to Targos and talk to the church. I'm gonna be honest. We should maybe go to Easthaven first versus Targos, because as quickly as we replaced, well, as quickly as we eliminated one problem, one quickly took over it and is seemingly worse. So I don't foresee that one going anywhere for a while. So worst case scenario, we go to Easthaven and have to double back to Targos at the end of the world.
You got wheels now.
Yeah, we got wheels. I'm cool with that. Easthaven to lock. Okay, so the lock is. I gotta look at the map. Look at the map. Mare. Okay. Okay. All right. So
I was thinking that we just go straight.
yeah, and then we can go. Yeah, perfect. I love that idea.
We can just leave through the south end of town, curl up, and go.
Yeah, and then if we really get froggy, we can go check out this copper thing in Caer Dineval up north.
Sure.
And if we get really froggy, we can go fishing and finally get some of this awesome knucklehead trout everybody's been talking about. I mean, if I'm gonna be honest, again, I feel like I'm beating that saying like a dead horse. I look at Athreos. It would be nice to have some dried fish rations. I'm sure the bears would love it too. So I'm just throwing that out there. We could probably do some fishing in Easthaven.
No, I would love it too.
Yo, yeah, I love that idea. Oh, and I could finish my tincture to see if it works.
I could sprinkle some of that seasoning that Athreos gave on it too.
I think that's a great idea. Yeah, let's rock and roll. Let's fire up these bears. Not literally, and make our way to Easthaven by the east way.
Holding a small fire behind their butts, waiting for them to fart.
Please don't burn the bears' butts.
All right, yeah, let's go.
Yeah, vámonos.
Yeah, we make our way to the stable. I think. Yeah, it's got to be like one of the 2 or 3 kids we've been talking to. Hopefully. Oh God, I hope they're okay. It's only been a couple of hours. Dakota's silence is scaring me.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
They're all dead.
Give me just 1 second. You will all be making your way to the stables, right?
Yep.
Okay. I got something I'm just doing real quick, and then as of right now, you are on your way to the stables.
Yes, and you better not be abusing those bears. You're not saying anything, Dakota.
Sorry, I'm sending a message really quick.
Yeah, the bears are dead.
So, if you have conversation, now is your chance.
So yeah, I guess I would walk up and I would be like,
Okay, I have been thinking. I'm looking at Irini and Athreos when I'm saying this because we're like walking up and I kind of shifting in the group. I have an idea. We don't have a lot of tailor equipment left. I mean, in the sense, I like small materials. How do you guys feel about either harnesses that are decorative or hats for the bears?
I think I would like a nice bear jacket.
Okay, we're not. That's
Not for you.
Oh, you're talking
Bear
about
jacket.
stuff for the bears, not stuff made out of bears. Okay, got it.
Yeah.
Hats, because it's cold, and I don't want their ears getting cold.
right?
Yeah.
I look at.
What about like armor?
I mean, like the vest-ish kind of harnessy thing would be more decorative. I don't think it. Well, I could do armor, but like, do we need better? What did we do with the Yeti? Did we finish? No, because that's gotta get tanned. We gotta tan that hide before it actually becomes like Yeti leather, and I can turn it into armor. I could probably do that on the Thunder Tank. Thunder Tank. I could probably do that on a Thunder Tank, but it'd probably be difficult. But I can make it work. No, yeah, I want to make them. I'm gonna make them hats. Irini, next time you talk to them, let's see if they like the hat idea.
Okay.
Wicked. I get some
You
treats
could sew
ready.
them up some little hats.
Heck yeah, like a little. I'm literally thinking like Sherpa hats, for like a little
I was
point.
thinking little beanies with like little pom poms on the top.
Yeah. Fully.
As the party makes their way to the stables, you see the bears seem to be getting, in some ways, restless, not wanting to eat the food that's currently being presented to them by the stable boys. We're just trying to feed you. what's wrong? And they're like roaring like unhappily. And they
rush
see the
up.
party walk up, and
I've got
particularly,
two
I'm sorry.
rations of Yeti meat in my hand, ready for him. Like 2 cut and ready. Like I've been dividing my rations of that Yeti stuff.
And
Second, I see Ugg and Tug uncomfortable. I'm casting command animal or speak to animals.
Oh my gosh, here we go.
okay,
Mama Bear's pissed.
and
Tug, what's the matter?
and so everybody else, as Irini walks up, hears nothing really but roars. But Irini, you would hear Ugg specifically speaking up. Not want be in pen. Want walk. Roam free.
Is he upset? What's going on?
I don't like being in the pen.
Well, tell him we're about to go. We're about to go on another adventure. And I toss 2 pieces of Yeti ration, like portions of them, in their directions.
Are you guys, speaking to the bears, are you guys down to leave and do one more trip at least?
Leave pen. Pull cart. Out town.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Please go.
Easy
Out
work.
of pen.
Easy work.
Okay, let's go. Bears want out? Get bears out now.
All right. Yep. Kids, we pay these kids and let's dip set.
Yeah, the kids.
We already paid you.
The kids, yeah, they like reassure you that hey, you already paid us for like the day or 2 that you were planning on being here, and the bears, once they get the indication that they're leaving, finally accept the meat that they've been presented, both from the kids as well as from you, Ono.
I'm gonna scratch them both behind the ears as we leave the pen.
As a yeah, it would be at this right at that point, Iibryn, that you would have gotten that message I sent you.
Well, as I put in the Discord, guys, I'm hearing a voice in my head, and it's not mine.
You okay?
I am being summoned to the Church of Auril as soon as possible, and they say it's important.
Interesting.
They're summoning you through your head?
I've been requested. I don't know if it's by myself or our party,
Oh no, we're a family ordeal. No, we
but
go.
it is at my earliest convenience.
Well,
Maybe
now
it's
it's
not
not
very
a convenient
convenient,
time,
yeah.
so yeah. They're gonna have to wait.
I got that, but this could get worse. But yeah, sure, whatever, fine.
What do you want
Not
to do?
really, I don't care.
Yeah, what do you want to do? We can do it, or we can. I mean, we can ignore it for as long as it takes, but who knows how long they're gonna hit you with the message or sending spell or whatever.
I like to envision this as just specifically in Iibryn's head, like the Greybeard summoning the Dragonborn from fucking Skyrim, but much less grammatically professional
Yes.
in his case.
Well, let's head to Targos at least. We can always get the information we need, and then come back to Easthaven to hopefully save or find the dead bodies of these missing sailors. I've already had enough people inside my head for once. I don't want any others.
You gonna be okay if we do this? You gonna be like?
I mean, it's kind of a loaded question right there. I don't what the downside of us not going there first is going to be, so it's up to you guys. I mean,
does it?
don't necessarily want to leave the group to go do this, but
Well, let's go.
Personally, if there's a voice in his head telling us to go somewhere, maybe we should go.
Fair. I agree.
I usually ignore the voices in my head. They've been telling me to do stuff for a while, and I just completely ignore them.
Just gonna pat Athreos on the back like we know.
We know.
And I'm just fine.
Sure you are, honey.
Yep. 100%. All right, yeah. So, we get the bears to the cart. We rig up the bears, and I guess we go from Bryn'Shander to Targos. I guess.
Okay.
My
As,
guy would go on top of the roof again and smoke his pipe and kind of meditate while he's doing it.
okay.
I'm just gonna sit and talk to Ugg and Tug as long as my spell will let me.
Then, yeah, Irini and I guess, hit the driver's seat.
How long of a journey is this gonna be?
So it is about 2.5 miles, which would be at a half a mile an hour, about a total of 4.5 to 5 hours worth of travel between the two cities.
Easy
I'll take a little rest. Chill.
A little cat nap.
Sure. I don't know if he knows what that is, but yeah.
Yeah.
As
We've said it a handful of times.
Doesn't mean he knows what it is.
That's fair. That's entirely fair.
all right, who is driving?
I guess Irini and I are sitting in the seat if Irini wants to talk to the bears. That's good, because that keeps the bears in good standing.
I
And
want to talk to my babies.
Yeah. Let me double check the lightning tank statistics.
So can I take a short rest? Then?
I would say during this trip, if you are not driving, you would be able to take a short rest.
Sweet.
cool. I'm gonna guide my. Oh, wow, I was about to click buttons again. Sorry.
Yeah, and Spit would find his way between Irini and oh no.
Hey, bud.
Hi.
Pat him on the head. You got a snack?
And he like pulls out like a little piece of like bread or something that he had
The
from
pocket
earlier.
snack. Yeah, the pocket snack I gave
Pocket
you.
snack.
All right. Good deal. All right, good deal, good deal.
Irini,
all right.
speak bear.
Irini's definitely speaking bear. Irini, what are you saying to the bears? As I like grab the reins and everything, get prepared.
Girl talk.
Girl talk. Just chilling, chatting it up.
Yeah, you guys just having a casual conversation. Like at some point, Irini just hear the bears. They'll be like, "Tell me about it." Just like drama.
All right.
Look at Spit. Why do you want to ask the bears a question?
No, just hear you talk them. It sounds fun.
It
Insight
is quite
check.
fun.
Insight check. Oh, damn it! I have another roll lined up. All right, I'm gonna make my animal handling check real quick, but I want to make this insight check.
Okay.
All right, that's my animal handling check. It's piss poor. Fuck.
Okay. Don't forget to roll that with advantage because you'll have between Irini and Spit helping you as well.
Sick. All right, let me take off the D4. Okay, sick. I'm gonna keep that 4 on the D4.
Yeah. So it'd be a total of 16.
Sick.
Yeah. So you'd be able to get the animals going.
Yay! And then I just want to make a quick insight check because, like, is Spit feeling a type of way about the bears? Does Spit know something about the bear? Like, was like his goblin caller like speaking to the bears?
He just honestly is just super fascinated because nobody has, at least like, he would go off to explain because that'd be a lot for me to say in his voice.
That's fair. No.
That like nobody when he was traveling with them like took the time to talk to the bears, and like the bears were almost always angry, and now the bears aren't angry, and it's like it's just interesting that someone was talking to them. So it's like a wholesome thing, not even like no hostility, no thing. He's like a little child like watching this and like trying to understand what it all means, but he's just fascinated.
Buddy.
After he said that, I look over and be like, well, Ugg and Tug are family.
Yeah, like you are, Spit. We're all family.
He just barfs rainbows.
Ah!
Big family.
Yeah. I kind of like pat Spit on the head, and I like, all right, guys. Mama Bear said, let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. I don't want to snap the things because I don't want to piss the bears off, but I'm making the noise. That's
And
right.
the cart begins to move, and you guys make your way out of Bryn'Shander, heading the direction of Targos, so it would be out of the southwest gate, and beginning your trek northward. Those of you who are not in an active role, such as driving, anybody who want to take a short rest could. I see that Iibryn and Big Tune have already. Athreos, what are you planning on doing during this 5-hour trek to Targos?
So as we're leaving the city, I want to try and make a perception check to see if it looks familiar to maybe what a dream of mine was.
Okay.
What?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So
I'm going to give you advantage on this roll.
okay. But then I'm gonna be guiding myself as well, because like I'm
Never
actively.
seen-
You are...
now.
This is like your ultimate focus right now.
That, and then I'll roll another d20, which I don't know if.
Yeah, don't add the 4 this time, or the d4 this time, because we'll just pull the 1 from the roll.
Oh, and I forgot to add my perception to that, which is +5. Yeah, so 25 total.
Okay. It takes a moment as you begin the climb up of, like, essentially one of the large hills that are in the way between Bryn'Shander and Targos, just outside of Bryn'Shander. A site that most people take in when they come to the town as one of the most beautiful sights, as like Bryn'Shander itself overlooks this wide open snowy area, and it's just this like hollow as people come here to trade. It takes until you reach the top of that hill and start seeing a couple of trees coming in, like, in your periphery, that the location that you are very close to, within probably, I want to say a quarter mile total, is where you got pulled out of in one of your dreams. The exit point from that location. It is within your sight, essentially, right now, underneath a tree off in the distance.
Okay, so I'm assuming I'm on top of the cart at this point. I want to jump down to where Ono and Irini are, and I point over to that area. I'm like, hey, look, that's where the secret church is, underneath that hill over there.
Look at Athos. The what?
I kind of actually stopped the bears.
As
What?
as the bears stop moving for a second at the top of the hill, thankfully, so you don't start sliding back.
I put the brakes on.
Okay, that's fair.
Wait, hold on, Athros. Wait, hold on. Normally, when you say fun stuff like this, I'm like, okay, cool. What?
Yeah. There's like this secret tunnel that goes down under the ground, like in the sewers, and it leads to a secret church, and they're like worshiping some thing or someone, and yeah, it's a pretty cool dream.
How?
How do I know? I told you I
Secret
people
tunnel.
deep things.
Secret tunnel.
Secret,
Ono
secret tunnel.
Yeah. I look at you. I look at you, Irini. I'm giving you the same look.
Well, we can't ignore it.
No, I mean, like, even when Athros does say stuff like this, I never ignore it. I'm not, like, my book is jotting this down. Okay, you point. Let me make a quick. I pull a piece of parchment out. I fold a little origami. What is it? It's the samurai that goes toward a castle or fort. Yeah, I fold up a samurai real quick. And go ahead,
While
bud.
you're doing that, I'd look at Athos like, you remember anything else from this dream?
As you
Yeah,
say,
yeah,
three,
yeah,
my
yeah.
question.
So I fell into some sort of void, and then I was standing in front of this like wall that had like the picture version of the history of divine history, and what else was there? Oh shoot. Oh, it explains Selune's disappearance from all known planes. Whatever the hell that means. There's a torch on the wall. Go left.
While Athreos is doing that, look at Ono like, you getting all this?
Oh,
He's writing it down. Yeah.
there were people there that had purple eyes and featureless masks, and they were chanting mind, body, magic.
Wait, what?
Yeah. Mind, body, magic.
We've heard that before, Irini.
Alright.
I asked them if I could join them, and they seemed open to it.
Can I do a history check to see if I remember what that's from?
Sure, go for it.
Is that just a D20?
It'd be
Plus your modifier.
yeah, plus your history modifier if you have one.
I'm like, I'm gonna give you the help action because I'm like trying to like verbally walk you through this because I'm going through my notes right now to look for what the note. I wrote like a couple notes about it. I think.
So what does the help do then?
It
You
just
could
gives you advantage.
yeah.
You could just make it 2D on
Yeah,
on
no,
that
you-
and just
Yeah, you could either roll 2 individual d20s, or you could do 2 d20, which would be plus your modifier. Whatever one works.
2D20 plus the modifier?
Yeah, I can differentiate.
just look at it, man.
Yeah, I think you can click on it and it'll tell you.
Sure can.
So,
All right, so it'd be a 14, I believe.
Yep.
You recall that when you and Athreos were traveling on, I believe it was the Iron Shepherd. Was it the Iron Shepherd? Were you guys the Iron Shepherd, or were you the Snowpiercer? No, you guys were the Iron Shepherd.
Yeah, we were the
Grungle.
Snowpiercer.
Yeah, you guys were on the Iron Shepherd with Cuervo.
Yes.
And Irini, you recognize that I believe it was
Body's
Grungle
full of magic.
was being hypnotized by the large barrel
Yeah.
inside the boat, and that was what he was uttering as he was trying to break it open.
That's what I thought.
Yeah. They just kept repeating mind, body, magic, and celestial. I thought it was really weird. There's also some black sphere with some arcane runes on it. I don't know. Seems like a pretty cool place.
Hold on, wait. You just can't glaze over the really cool part that I find cool. You're doing that on purpose.
Read.
I didn't say you. Okay, but describe the orb. You said orb.
Black sphere.
Okay.
People around it, I think.
Oh, so they were they were worshiping it. Oh.
They're worshiping it, chanting of something. I don't know.
So, when we were on the ship Athreos, I saw Grungle in a storage room. Looked like he was in a trance motoring that.
Your guys' trip was cooler than ours, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty cool. We made a song about Grungle. He was the rat catcher.
Rat Wrangler.
Rat Wrangler, yeah. Not just the rat catcher.
Oh, that's right. You guys did make a song. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But
I don't remember anything else from that. I don't think I went full towards it. I know I read the ruins that were on the thingy, but what they said, I got no clue. Man, I should really start taking notes.
I'm going through my notes right now. Like in all seriousness, I'm trying to go through my notes, and I have a note, and it does say Grungle next to it. No, it says Cuervo. It says Cuervo underneath it, but it says body soul magic.
so I'm gonna do a history check as well, just to see if I remember some of the notes that I actually did write down from that first session. I don't
I
think my
remember
character
my-
would honestly remember it.
Terribling
I know
Go
note.
for
how
it.
to write notes efficiently, so anything I did write down was such garbage I tossed it out. And then I never wrote any more notes.
-2.
Yeah.
So everything that transpired with the mind-body magic and the large barrel and Irini's midnight adventure on the Iron Shepherd, Athreos was in fact asleep for. So
So,
I don't think you guys...
Minor illusion?
wait, no, what I'm specifically trying to remember was
Yeah.
when Brevo was still in the tavern before we set off.
Yeah.
I was back and overheard a conversation between him and I'm trying to remember the dwarven bartender's name, but they had a conversation.
All right. You remember bits and pieces of the bits and pieces that you heard. But
Okay.
You remember them talking about,
Someone had
I believe it was not wanting to upset their employer, and who was going, that the barrel was going to be taken with Grendel.
So
And
the notes that I have written down are
Yeah.
that the orb was for the frost ghosts or something like that, and her chamber has been secured.
The
The
orb.
note you have?
Oh, so the orb that we might be referring to is what powered the Iron Shepherd. It was in a sealed room in the Iron Shepherd.
Yeah.
Is what allowed the ship to actually be able to traverse as nicely as what it did. And yeah, that was the... you remember the chamber being secure, her chamber being secured. But you also, I believe, did hear them talking about not wanting to upset the people that they work for.
Okay.
As they were talking at the bar before you all left.
So yeah, to Irini and no, I'm like, yeah, I think that might be her chamber that they said they were securing because there's an orb or something or other like that. I don't know too much.
Like making
I don't know
bunch of
who
notes.
her chambers is though.
Okay, can I cast minor illusion and show Ono what I saw that night?
Ooh, I love that.
Yeah, you can do that.
I do my best to kind of copy what she's showing me in my book.
Oh yeah, I can't do things with it.
With me being on top of it, I'd be close enough to kind of overhear this entire conversation.
Yeah, are you, since you're all literally, you're the only traveling group that is anywhere near this proximity, are you all talking at normal volume, or are you talking hush-hush?
Oh, I'm talking
I mean,
normal volume.
I
Athreos
would.
doesn't have an inside voice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I love that about him. And then, yes, Iibryn, you would be able to hear this conversation taking place. And also, you'd feel the cart stop if you chose to, see what was going on. So...
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
actually
if you're up
stop
top
it.
of the cart with me, you would have seen me jump down.
Yeah, at that point, I'd kind of work my way to the edge to kind of oversee the conversation.
Emily, in case you didn't see, I did send you a message.
Sending you back.
And you said you were going to project a minor illusion of kind of what you saw in the
Yeah,
thing that night.
I tried to cast it, it won't let me.
You'll
Okay.
just have to hit the info tab for us to pretend like you casted it.
Info tab, okay.
On the when you click in the spell, and it'll be like standard roll, and then right next to it it'll say, there you go.
Okay.
Now we have a recorded account of you attempting it.
Okay. So as you kind of recall the events that happened that night, the thing that you saw, the large barrel structure, you kind of conjure an image of that, a still image with Grungle in front of it, his eyes kind of glazed over with a green, a green color. It projects out a bright green light out of a window on the side of the barrel. And you see written on the side of the barrel is, I believe, it was in Celestial. There were different text along the window. Although with the image the size that it is, it'd be hard to make out what kind of like magic that was around it. You would see it's a very similar barrel to the one that I believe Iibryn, Bictune, and was it just you two? It was just Iibryn, Bictune, and Ono.
I would not have seen it. I was not down there.
No.
Oh, right. No,
it
you were
was
with.
me and Ethan.
Yeah, it was you two. You two saw a very, very similar barrel on the bottom of Gunder's ship. I got all my dwarven names mixed up. I gotta differentiate them a
all
little
dwarven
bit.
names are like that, so you are okay. But
I guess I'd kind of gesture at Ono and be like, "That's the pink file. We saw that."
that is similar to the barrel that we saw in our ship, the illegal goods. Okay. All right. Okay. Hear me out. While we have the bear stopped, and I kind of lower my voice. We make a pit stop at this little secret tunnel. And secret tunnel. Irini, that's the next big hit right there. Oh crap! I totally forgot to get instruments from Mishan. Whatever, it doesn't matter. I kind of feel like maybe we should maybe make a pit stop in here and kind of see what's going on. I don't want to say let's like kind of go in there and roll around in their house and kind of make a fuss and kind of murk these dudes, but it kind of sounds a little nefarious to me. I don't know. I am ugh.
At this point,
What do you guys think?
having been stopped for a few minutes, I finally come upstairs. What's going on?
Rubbing his paw against his eye.
Short answer, Athreos had a cool, crazy, vivid dream about going into a secret tunnel in this area. I point to the general area. And cultish kind of crazy stuff yeah.
Can kill?
I
Kill or join.
legitimately got. Okay,
Don't
I'm
like
leaning
church.
more toward like harm and maim, the one, because it's like evil.
I like
culty
that.
vibe.
Let's go.
Oh, hey guys.
As before I
Yes,
forget,
Irini?
as you look at this minor illusion, Iibryn, I want you to make a perception check. If you're down there.
I mean, I'm overseeing it, so yeah.
At this point, it's like Athreos and Big Soon are poking their heads out of like what I assume is like the trap door.
Meh.
Never mind. Carry on.
Dang. I have a. Oh, wait. Is my passive picket?
You know what? It might be something that, yeah, you know what? Yeah, I'll go with that. So, Jonathan, Iibryn, anybody who's on that, it would be between the two of you. It really be between the two of you. You see that written on the side is that same symbol that you took oil and carved onto that script that you're carrying in your pocket.
See, it's a connection.
Okay, let's go. I want to kill things.
Yeah, I like this. Okay, all right. Well, I mean, like, look, murder hobo stuff.
I literally
aside.
like start making my way off of the.
I have-
landing thing.
We gotta safely park
Hold
this.
on for a second.
Nope,
Yeah.
let's go kill. I want to kill.
Irini did have something to say. Irini.
1 second.
Also, we gotta talk to bears in the parking.
How about the bears come kill with us?
Uggenbeg are nice bears. They
They're
don't
not-
kill people.
I don't think they'd fit down the hole into the caves.
That is probably the most intelligent thing you've said in the past 4 hours. So yeah.
I'm more surprised the tall kitty man wants to go into a small cave.
I want to kill things. I'm itching
okay,
for a
guys,
fight.
maybe
It's been a
we
hot
should,
minute.
maybe we should sit down for a second.
Okay.
Spit
guy's already
legitimately
sitting
sits down
fat.
for 1 second.
Yeah. Look.
Can we like maybe go sit in the
My-
cart and talk for a minute?
I start pacing.
My
Yeah,
guy's
well,
already sitting
okay,
on the
yeah,
ledge of the roof, looking down at everybody like, but I'm already sitting.
Has-
I get the
Yeah.
I get the bears off to the side of the road for a bit.
As Ono puts on like the hazard lights on the way
Yeah.
in.
Like, are we doing this or not?
What was that, Athreos?
Are we gonna go in or not? Like,
Well, everybody head inside.
We're gonna talk for a minute.
Got something to say.
The guy would slide down and just follow the group inward.
As you all make your way into the
We're all
wagon.
Seated in the wagon.
I warm up the fire.
I know I said we should go down there, but I don't think we should. And I'll tell you why.
coward.
Well, hold
do you
on.
Guys, do you guys remember when we battled Sefik and I kind of, died a bit?
Wait, let me do an intelligence.
Was that
check, see if
before or
I can-
after I died?
Wow, you
I
really
think I died
don't?
first.
I think Irini was the first one to go down.
Nope,
think I
don't
died
remember it.
first.
-1.
It
Ah!
was unconscious. It was traumatizing to me. It was not fun.
Oh, I do
So
remember.
we're
Wow.
aware.
Big Tune, yeah, you were conscious when certain events transpired, Big Tune. So I would say
Yeah,
you
I
would
think
remember.
I went down first.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't mean that I would remember.
It was
Okay,
traumatizing.
fair. It was a very traumatizing day.
It was not fun.
Well, anyways.
It was fun. I loved it.
So, things that you guys did weren't what brought me back. It's more or less who did. So, you say you have a voice in your head right now, Iibryn. I kind of always have a voice in my head.
Same.
Irini.
She goes by the Nameless. She won't tell me her name.
But isn't that her name?
We're kind of connected. So if I die, she dies. She dies, I die. And
My guy would immediately summon psionic blades behind his back.
so I kind of look at Ono. You remember when I told you we needed to destroy that orb thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, she said get rid of that.
Okay.
And she's saying now, no, go down there.
She's saying no go down there.
I go down there?
She's a little more intelligent than that, but yes.
Well, no, I wasn't trying to be disrespectful to her idiom.
What
Okay.
about you stay up here, we go down there?
No.
Yeah,
no,
Big
no.
Two and I we'll
She-
check it out.
She said that mind body magic are call signs to those who follow her and her beliefs, but she doesn't know what that black sphere is and it's nothing good.
So we destroy.
So I asked her if that was her, like a church for her, and she said no, it's not her people, but a lot of people pose as her followers for bad reasons. And seeing as how she can feel their energy and dark presence from over here, she said we might be a little over our heads.
Okay, then either let's go down there or let's go.
Yeah, I look up at Big Tune and be like, to be over his head, that's got to be something really big.
I don't question it. I stand straight up. I climb right back up into the driver's seat because Irini said it was a no-go. And I proceed on to our prior destination.
With no one noticing that my blades dissolve into nothing. I work my way back to the roof.
I like, as I walk away, I'm like, you got it, Irini. I trust you.
As we go back, I'll just kind of place myself next to Ono. Oh, that went well.
Well, I mean, I've never doubted your gut instincts, and your gut instincts have always been correct. So
They're mainly
That-
hers.
As I'm up top, I'd kind of overhear the conversation, chime in and be like, "Well, it doesn't help. Two of us, well, maybe three of us have voices in our head right now."
I've seen nothing bad of her. Mine's good, from what I know.
And the voices in
It's
my
just
head are
keeping
just
me alive. So
all my voices are talking about arcane ley lines and like, the astral sea. So boring stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you don't want to know what my voices are saying.
One of them's got to be at least talking about turtles.
No, surprisingly not. That's just me.
Mildly dejected.
So we're getting the bears going again.
Yeah, I pop up top. I get the bears back into gear. Yeah, and I proceed on. We don't go toward this tunnel, but I make a very legitimate, serious notation about this tunnel. And my samurai was walking off, so I guess I don't know where he
Oh
walked
yeah, I
off
forgot
to.
about that. Yeah, he kind of just jumped off and started walking in a direction.
Cool.
But in the conversation, I don't know if you're paying attention to where he was going. I just envision him being like, "I'm going on my own adventure." Just jumps off the freaking wagon.
Yeah. 5 feet. Well, he's only moved 5 feet, and mentally direct him with a move. So, yeah, you know what? I don't know where he gone off to. Yeah, he's gone. I dispel him. I don't know where he's at. I just dispel him. So there's a piece of parchment walking somewhere.
let's keep where this is fresh in our minds.
No can do.
I wasn't talking to you, Athreos.
I have a detailed point-to-point map in my book. It's okay. I have made a notation.
Okay.
Oh no, we'll remember this.
As you follow the road heading from Bryn'Shander to Targos, the time will move forward a total of another 4.5 hours.
Milk.
As it's
of my mind are
very close to the middle of the night, when you come up on the final hill, seeing the lighting of torches on the inner workings of Targos, the walled city, once again reaching your view. You approach a familiar set of guards. I do believe. No, you guys came in from a different way line. No, you guys, you would know these. You would recognize these guards because you went out this way to go to Bryn'Shander.
Yep, we know these guys. They just haven't seen us with our new wheels.
Yeah, as you approach, you get a very similar set of treatment from these people as you did when you entered Bryn'Shander with the freaking bears.
Hey, gang.
Greetings. They look at the bears who are just like, I imagine you kind of like pulled them to a stop.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Can
They're
you,
trained.
Don't touch the bears.
Yes, please don't touch the bears. They are trained, though.
am I going to have to worry about them entering our city, especially so late at night?
No,
Don't
not
fuck with them. They
necessarily.
don't fuck with you.
Okay, hold on. That's okay. No, not necessarily. We're gonna just, as long as the stable hands are available, and feed them meat at this point.
Fortunately, stables are near the entrance to get into the city, so you won't have to travel far with them. I haven't received any word from any of the neighboring 10 towns to be on the lookout for this type of caravan for negative reasons, but I also haven't received any other transpondents either. What is your purpose in Targos?
Our business is our business. And I would toss a sack of 5 gold at his feet and be like, "Sir, let us park the bears in the stable for the night and be on our way."
Oh, golly.
I want you to make a persuasion check with advantage. Mr. Iibryn?
I was just
So
gonna say
2d20.
Just do 2d20 plus your mod, and then we'll pick the highest number.
I'm just gonna say Irini's got a one-night show at the Luskan Arms.
You said persuasion. Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
So 17. Right. I believe you were planning to go visit Triglio in the morning as he takes your sack of gold. As long as the bears themselves do not, in fact, hurt either our stable tenants or anybody else in this town, I see no reason to bar you from entry. And he looks back to the guard who's at the door. Open the gates. They can stand down. Shouldn't have to worry about them. And he, gives you an affirmative nod, Iibryn, as you hand him the gold. Make sure you mark that off your sheet if you can. If you can't, just make a note for it.
Yep.
I kind of put my hand on my, thank you, sir. Make sure to bring you guys some warm food again from the Luskan Arms tomorrow. But we'll be on our way now.
And he nods and moves out of the way so the wagon can pass through. The gates themselves being opened. Fun fact, when I migrated computers, I, in fact, lost my notes because they were in a memo pad that I never signed into. So I have no idea what these guards' names are. We can make them up as we go. But they give you a nod and let you into the city. The stables being quite literally no more than 40 feet from the entrance. You see plenty of other horses and cattle of sorts that are in their own enclosure. And for the sake of not needing to roleplay it, you give them your usual spiel. Hey kids, feed them, take care of them, don't let them bite you, insert proper procedures here, and they agree, taking your gold. It would take about 5 gold pieces between the meat and the taking care of these beasts, so whoever wanted to pay for that, and you could be on your way wherever you want to go.
If nobody jumps up, I'll fit the bill. Inventory, 5 gold.
And they say thank you, and they tell your cart itself is put off to the side where there's other wagons of sorts, but none quite as elegant, for lack of a better word for the lightning tank, as this one. And size-wise, nothing as big. As you are all free to do what you will. Welcome to Targos.
Alright, so it's late. Let's, I guess, go do our normal rounds. Let's go get drunk. Yeah, let's go get Targos Town, Three Flags, Selena. Hey, Ma. Yeah, we gotta go say hey, Ma. We gotta go say hi to Ma. At the Three Flags, and then yeah, let's go get shift. Let's go get a little schlossed at the Three Flags, and then we'll go to the Luskan Arms and crash for the night.
Okay.
Honestly, I'd rather just crash for the night. Let's get
Fine,
this over with as soon as possible.
Fair.
All right, fine. We'll skip Ma. Yeah.
Can we sleep in the cart?
Yeah, I think so.
There is physically nothing stopping you from just sleeping in your cart.
Yeah, my guy would just turn back around, hop in the cart.
Already in bed, so.
I mean, yeah, that
find a
saves
corner
us
and go to
coin.
bed.
That literally saves us coin. So yeah, then we have a quick we're gonna hook the bears, but we're gonna park off to the side of the building.
It's like an RV.
Yeah. We're at a K&A.
All right.
Or KOA.
Does anybody have anything they're going to do before they take a long rest?
I am going to tinker. Actually, I have that book. I want to read that book. Miss Mademoiselle. Awesome. Michonne hooked us up with that book. So I'm just going to read for a few hours and then crash.
Okay. For the sake of having a roll to tie to this, let me just look at your sheet. I want you to just make a general intelligence check.
General. I gotta change my here. Before. Yeah, if you're okay, I'm just gonna guide myself just in case.
Makes sense.
Bloosh. Wow. I should go to sleep.
Yeah, the text on the page, while you very clearly usually understand what it all says, you are very, very tired. And the letters and the words kind of start bouncing around a little bit at times. You have to like snap yourself awake, and you eventually come to the conclusion, maybe I should get some sleep.
I make this so hard to read. There's no wonder it's so boring. Okay, I tuck in between Irini and Bigtoon's legs and crash.
All right. Yeah, looks like everybody did take a long rest. Perfect. As you all sleep, it's honestly rather quiet. You hear the town guards during their shift rotation, but it's nothing to really stir your concern. The overnight, there's a couple of overnight stable boys who kind of like talk somewhere between your the lightning tank and like another wagon of sorts. But it seems to be just like little teenage boy drama. And otherwise, it's a rather quiet night. And you all wake up in the morning. Let me set the day.
And while you do that, I'm gonna run and go potty.
It's a break.
Irini eventually finding her way to a bathroom and comes back.
Yes, she is.
As it would be early morning, whenever people wanted to actually get up and get out. But it would the sun would be cresting its low horizon in the eastern part of the sky as you have all begun the waking process.
All right. Well, we
So
are.
where are we going?
We gotta go to the Church of Auril to figure out why they are deciding to talk to Iibryn in Iibryn's brain. And then, we're gonna go from there, I guess. Yeah.
I also pretty much demanded a audience with Auril, so we should probably also come up with some questions, just in case if I communicate with her. Or
yeah, like, is this gonna be a regular thing? Why'd they contact you? I'm not saying that like offensively, but I mean, like, why did they contact you? Why didn't they just speak to all of us? Yeah, we should get some pocket bacon.
I do like pocket bacon.
Throw that out there. I guess quick breakfast at some place. We'll have to probably wrote yeah. Yeah. I have emergency bacon just in case. Yeah, we'll just do a quick breakfast at a roadside stall. I'm sure there's one fish stall around here. Hook up spit with breakfast, and then I guess we gotta go to the church.
Yeah, as you have no issue finding there's like a stand down by the actual docks themselves where like some people will begin pulling their boats out to the waters of the Mare Walden to make their way out to go fishing for the day. There's someone who is in fact trying to like keep a fire lit to fry some fish for the outward travelers, and as they do, they hook you up with like a fried fish on a stick of sorts to get you going.
Yeah, everybody gets one. Pass that around.
Yeah, the total cost for this, like for all of them, for all 6 of you, including Spit, would be 6 silver pieces.
Easy work. I got it.
Okay, I'm back.
They were just getting some fried fish on a stick from the stand down by the docks. Right. As you make your way wherever you were heading to the church.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, and like I said, if anyone's got questions, I need to ask this
lady probably should speak. Because
yeah.
I've got a gut feeling sensation. It's going to be a one-on-one thing and not a 1-on-6.
Well,
5,
that's
6
tough.
thing.
They're just gonna have to talk to us as a family.
It's one group, not one person.
Yeah, we're one family. Sorry, bud. That's just the way it goes.
Yeah, can't you just use your like psionic stuff and like make us all talk to her? She's in your
Like, I would just pause and look at Athreos. And then I'd look at the rest of the group like, how the hell did he come up with that idea?
Again, I am going to repeat myself. This man is a genius when he wants to be.
I would immediately establish psionic connection with the entire party. I would have to expend 3 of my
You might want to wait till
powers.
she starts talking to you.
Yeah, especially if it's an instant cast and there's no like components to it.
Yeah, maybe like let's play this kind of cool, bub.
Right, but it goes by hour. So, I mean,
we don't know if
literally
she's gonna even talk to you today. That's the other thing.
The best part too is the way I look at this is if you establish mental connection, you will have 3 separate phone calls of connection with people because they won't all be able to talk to each other. You and the 2 people you choose could have conversations, and then you'd have to relay that to the other people you also have a connection with. You would be a big old game of mental telephone.
Wow. Oh.
It's like being on a conference call and half of the connections are just shoddy.
Hey Dakota,
I want
to be a psionic dude.
It's like being on 4 conference calls because I could do 2, and then the person I'm talking to in the voice in my head.
Oh, this is gonna be so
let's
fun.
go.
That's gotta drive a man nuts.
Get this
Even
done
someone
with.
from the astral sea.
Let's not bring that up, please.
I'm not bringing it up. I'm just saying it in general. I just, facts are facts, bud. All right, let's do this. I got your back.
This fish on a stick is pretty good.
So you're all making your way to the church?
Yeah.
So on the south side of town, we're talking like south of the Luskan Arms. Let me just see if I can draw on the map here quick. Just the general location. Yeah, like where it is.
Imagine you're talking about like right here.
Oh, of course, it's stupid and doesn't want to move. Yeah, it'd be like in that vicinity where Jonathan was. You see this brilliantly carved, purely out of cross between ice and stone. This it looks for the most part like a traditional church-like building, but in the back there is a tall spire that the ice and stone kind of twist up about 50 feet, and at the very top is a 10-pointed snowflake. Very, very large, large enough that you can see it honestly over the wall of Targos. As far as lights coming from inside, just on a first glance, there are a few windowed structures. You can kind of see some sconces inside that are burning. As you approach the doors, again, the 10-sided snowflake split in half between the double door entrance. Who's going to be the one to open the door?
I guess me. So I'm like apprehensively would be like in front of everybody and open the door.
I legitimately can't reach the handle. This isn't even like I'm kind of upset about this convenience here.
As you grab the handle, it is an extremely cold piece of metal, and through your gloves you can kind of feel the shiver of the frost as you pull the doors open. Them kind of fighting you on the way as you try to open them. You are able to open the doors, and about halfway, as you look inside, you see several pillars of ice that kind of it keeps the structure itself upward. You see an altar in the front with a visage of carved out of a cross between ice and stone, this image of Auril striking something down with a spear made of ice. You see, standing in the front, there is several attendants, heads down in the middle of a prayer. But standing directly in front of you, Iibryn and the Broken, you see a figure turn around. That of Athena.
Oh.
As they look at you. Welcome to the Church of Auril. How
Athena!
can I be of service to you today? As
I immediately draw my daggers and both at her.
Easy. You
I
throw it
immediately
at her?
start running towards her
No,
with my arms
I
open, going for a hug.
draw them at her, like literally in front of her face. I'm ready to just
You brandish a
quick
weapon
stabs.
right in the middle of a house of God. Okay.
hold on.
Alright.
Athreos, what were you doing?
I run up to her and give her a hug. It's so good to see you again. How did you leave us again? I can't remember.
As you're running up to her, she begins backing away, her hands in front of her. I'm sorry. Do I know you? Have you been here before at the church?
What?
You know me. I'm Athreos. We went on all those adventures together. Yeah, we went on all those
At
adventures
this
together.
point, I close the distance and I'm standing next to Athreos and I go, Athena, do you not recognize us? Because I have addressed you by your name, and I hope your name is Athena, or I'm mistaken, because we have met and traveled with you.
Athreos,
or do we need to call you by your other name?
Athreos and... Oh no, I want you both to make an Arcana check.
I would absolutely love to. I'm gonna guide myself.
I'm gonna gesture to Bictune like you got my back here, because this is about to go heavy.
Yeah, pretty cool.
I'm gonna guide myself as well.
Woof. Come on, even with a +6.
Arcana. This is correct. Yes.
We are not doing so good, my friend. I should have guided you, and you should have guided me.
Yeah.
As the two of you look at Athena, she looks back at the both. We went on adventures together, and
Yeah,
she
we were
looks.
like best friends. I'm surprised you don't remember us.
We killed a dude with you.
You literally were playing. We were joking in a bar about hitting on Iibryn. You have no recollection of this, or you've never
pooped
left
in your room.
How?
Kitty did poop in your room. That is literally. You're telling me you don't remember that? I should calm down. We're in a church. I'm sorry.
She looks particularly to Iibryn. What is my other name? You said I had another name, and then looks as you're all talking. How long ago was this?
Did you answer the question about whether or not your name is Athena? Because I literally did address you by that, and you claimed you've never met us before. So either I'm a psychic.
Yeah. How about instead of us telling you what we think your name might be, you tell us what your name is.
My name is Athena.
Well, okay. So then either you don't remember, or somebody was a doppelganger under your name, posing as you, using an also pseudonym that I don't want to bring up because you're clearly looking at Iibryn for this follow-up question.
Did you
But it's her. I don't get the jest. I don't get the point. I literally held you in my arms as you transformed, died, whatever the hell we want to call it. But you're Hadrian. You're not Athena. Whatever. Even if you are Athena, then something's going on. And
When he says the name, how does she react?
Roll an insight check.
I'm also looking around
Yeah,
the room
I'll
at
give you
how
that.
everyone else is reacting.
How long are we? How?
Tell if she's telling the truth.
That's where the insight's going to come in. So anybody who wants to roll an insight, roll an insight.
I'm clocking her, so if anybody wants to clock the room.
Oh, I'm gonna try and get an insight check on her specifically.
Yeah, I'm looking right at her.
Well,
And I'm
I'm
guiding
within
myself
5
as well.
feet and have daggers, so I'm gonna.
Oh, I
I'm
don't
gonna have to
know
do
at all.
her.
Okay.
What are we doing? Insight +3.
I have no fucking clue.
How? I am within 5 feet.
Yo,
Oh,
I'm
this is
telling you,
glorious.
this is the thing. Irini's on fire right now. I am gonna make just a quick perception check around the room to see how people are reacting to us talking, because we are very.
I feel like you're being very loud, yeah.
Yeah, we're not. I don't presume
Yeah.
we're being very quiet.
No inside voice for Athreos.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
sure you could hear a pin drop when I mentioned poop. So.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm not. I'm doing this straight up, no guidance.
Irini, are you looking at the? Are you looking at her, or are you looking at the church?
Her.
Okay.
Thank God.
Athreos and Irini, when it's not so much when the name Hedrun is said, but when Iibryn mentions that she was like that something happened and she was like in his arms, you see like her overall demeanor of trying to maintain a straight face begins to fall.
So she was into him.
No.
Damn it.
And
Sorry,
you see her and like her mutter under her breath, Athena. And you see this visage that she has fade. And instead of Athena standing in her place, you see a small, fragile-looking, hooded elven figure that looks almost identical to Athena, but definitely at least in elven years, like 20 years younger, but like it would be the equivalent of like 3 human years-ish younger, a younger sister in appearance.
You a baby.
I have a picture, hold on.
You gonna stab a little girl? Stabby stab. I stab. All I could hear in the background was I stab, stabby stab, stab. Watching this gif and hearing you in the background, it's killing me right now.
Does it fucking post?
Okay, depending on the GIF, maybe I don't immediately stab, but now it like
Oh,
blades
is it not
are
gonna work?
It's
pressed
asking me to
against.
download it. I can download it.
I mean, there's nothing hostile about it. I don't know why it's not opening for
I don't give a
on
shit.
here.
He's cute.
Okay, good. This
Yo,
she
she's a
like
baddie.
pulls up her hands kind of like up to her face.
I can open it on Plague Ink. Sorry.
I have no idea why it's that particular file type. So if you don't want to download, I will find another one to send your way.
Let me see if I can do this. Real
It
quick.
won't. It wouldn't. I tried to change it. It wouldn't let me do it.
All right, time to go to Pinterest.
I think I'm
Just take
looking
a
at something.
You just take a picture of it on your phone and post it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
screenshot.
Yeah, that's
Upload.
probably. Yeah, I could do it. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Ben.
There you go. You're the MVP.
I don't have the authority, but inspiration.
Thank you.
So
As this
versus
fragile-looking
stab-
small elf.
versus stabby stab that I've been saying, my blades are now at her throat.
In the middle of the church. Calm
I-
down. Back off.
You see that there are several attendants that are beginning to make their way your direction.
He doesn't know, and I.
Back down.
What are we doing?
Well, I pushed the.
What
blade
happened to
back.
Athena?
Okay, so you clearly know what we're talking about. So who are you versus who is Athena? Who was Athena?
And why were you pretending to be Athena if you didn't know what happened to her?
Again, you're a genius with the follow-up questions.
I can answer your questions if you get these blades away from my throat.
I push.
How
I will
about-
make a strength check if I have to. Get your blades away from her throat.
He's got to have disadvantage being half my size.
How many
I-
people are interested in removing said blades
Yeah.
from her throat?
I am.
Yes.
Then it would be a
She's
straight
got-
roll. It would be a straight roll for Mono in that
Bam.
instance.
Easy work.
All right,
I'm-
what's my counter?
I know that if Athreos is behind me, I feel a guidance coming on. If he doesn't hit me, I'm
Oh
gonna
yeah,
have it.
you're absolutely getting guided.
Bam.
I don't know,
Thank you.
Iibryn. What is your play?
Don't forget, oh no,
I've
you're
got-
crotch height.
I am.
I've got
technically
both
a ding
blades.
dong
She's
height.
got 20
Thank you.
seconds to explain herself, or I'm beheading her.
Did you want me to make an athletics check or just
Yes,
a straight
please.
strength? Okay. It's the same.
And then I guess if anyone moves towards me, I'm just going to probably move behind her and then use my dex for my save.
Get that thing away from her throat.
As
We have to talk.
Yeah, as you're beginning the process of trying to remove Iibryn, he kind of moves into a position to, like, almost like he's holding her hostage. Like, the knife that knife to her neck, him holding her around. And she's like, Atina's my sister. She was kind of the face of the church. She went missing. I'm posing her to maintain face. Can you please let me go?
Thank you. Okay, let's have a normal conversation where you're not threatening a tiny little girl.
I ignore. Oh no, I'm looking at Big Tim. What do you think?
Just let it go, dude. She ain't attacking.
Oh no, make a perception check.
I would be happy to.
Can I make a perception to see what the rest of the church is doing?
You do have attendants making their way towards you, a bit angry. Sir, put her down.
Yeah. I'm flustered because I'm trying to make sure he doesn't cut her.
Yeah, no,
They
you can't
armed?
see it. They are not currently. They seem kind of pissed off.
So, okay.
You're gonna command somebody with a throat or a knife when you're unarmed.
You said that
You want to try that again, buddy?
I've moved the knife away from. You're trying to.
You're
embrace
half
her
my
even.
size. No.
If
You
I
have
have
an 18 on a strength check.
Yeah, you feel that you, like, oh no, you feel in a couple of moments here you might be able to separate them. It's just taking a little bit longer than what you would have liked.
If anything, I would have jammed like a screwdriver in betwixt his like middle finger and ring finger to make it uncomfortable for him to hold even his psionic blade, and been like, move away from her, out of her face, so we can talk to her. Is there an appropriate place that we can kind of talk, at least with you being protected and we getting normal answers, where Iibryn doesn't feel like he needs to physically threaten you?
Well, considering I was
Also-
summoned here by a voice,
Yeah,
I pretty much don't trust anybody here.
Yeah,
Do
that
you
was
know
me.
anything about that? Okay, cool. So you did the psychic thing. What's your real name again?
My name's Matra.
Matra. Thank you, Matra. We are the Broken. We interact
Can
with.
you please
reason-
let go of me?
Yeah, could you put her down?
I will explain everything if you just let me go.
I guess I would release her and keep the blades in my arms, but
As you release her, she takes, like, easily, like, a 10-foot, like, bunch of steps backward and faces the party.
Respectable. That's fair. That's entirely fair.
Do not let him anywhere near me. At least, hear me out. And
that's
she, like,
why you're still in range.
whatever.
So I would not lie.
She, like, you can see, like, she's like, never mind. You did not roll a high perception check. Never mind, oh no.
That's fair.
She, like, looks to the other tents, just, it's fine. Just, I really need to talk to them. And, she, like, looks to all of you. There's a place we can talk, in the back of the church. If you just follow me there, I promise I will tell you everything that I can.
Insight check.
Yeah, go for it.
I want to make another perception check when she says that.
Understandable. Anybody else want to roll anything, since we are
I'd like
at a
to roll
point
an
there?
insight check.
Okay.
Yeah,
Or I
my
got
guy's doing insight.
Heyo.
So, remember, within range for that nat 20. Insight.
That's just insight.
Tell
doesn't
me
have
all your
range.
secrets, little girl.
She, one, seems absolutely terrified.
Of course.
Two,
Understandable.
she, very much is extremely uncomfortable in, particularly Iibryn's presence. Her eyes continue, like, focusing on him because he's been, threatening her. And she genuinely seems like she's going to try and explain everything that's going on. She seems like a scared, introverted teenage girl.
Who just had a knife pulled on her.
I would gesture to her, show her the blades, put them behind my back.
Yes, I know you have weapons. I know you will attack me if I lie to you. I would prefer to not spill blood inside my place of worship. Now, can we please go talk?
As I put them away, I would.
No.
I mean, yeah. Oh no, you said you rolled a perception on her?
Yeah, well, yeah, like as soon as she made that statement of like she'll go like and talk to us, but like she made a very clear statement after she's separated from us. Like I just want to get the general vibe of like there are clearly acolytes closing the distance between us.
Yeah, she had them kind of stand down. She like put her hand out to like she's fine. She's fine. They're like standing at like, you know, they're keeping their distance, but they're keeping their eyes on you at about 30 feet away. And you, oh no, this time when you look at Matra, you see that unlike Atina, who had the super pale colored skin, her skin color is that of a normal humanoid of any color who is living and breathing. And she has a much darker complexion. You feel that there's a distinct difference between Atina and Matra as far as whether it's connection to the church or something in their bloodline. But you feel she seems like way more lively than Atina did.
Perfect. So while we have this distance between us, I quickly turn to Iibryn and in like the hushest tone, but like not like firm, like aggressive, but more like I need you to understand me. Is let's not shoot first, ask questions later, please. Let's get answers before we pop off and start slicing throats. Does that sound like something we can do?
I imagine he's saying that as already I have the blades behind my back sheath, and I'm gesturing to her while he's saying this. Like, look, I apologize, but your sister did not leave on a good note. Nearly killed me, and the second I see her, she's now talking to me. So there's a little bit of PTSD going on, but I apologize. And like my guy completely means that sincere. Like
insight check.
He understands he messed up.
Major insight check.
Legit,
Okay.
Legitimate. I was about to say the same thing, Nick.
Yeah.
Okay. Roll your insight check on Iibryn. Iibryn, are you being honest or are you trying to deceive the party?
No,
I'm just saying. I feel like Major would.
I'm 100% honest, considering the circumstances and how the party has shipped me and Atina together. There may or may not have been some banter back and forth that could have developed.
Like we shipped you as a joke. It was reading that way.
But
Irini wrote a song about it.
Considering the circumstances that happened, where, you know, I noticed the small things. As soon as like they killed Sepic's head, she changed immediately. The sensation, you know, being there for her when she physically turned, and then seeing her in person, and then last person that had her was Hadrian. Yeah, my guy would be full throttle, balls to the wall.
The front half of that sounded like
that and trying to apologize.
I know that's fair. The front half of that sounded like a formula to a rom-com. Like you were about to be like, I want to make sure Tina's okay. I got to get back to her. I love her.
I mean, she's a part of our group, so yeah, I do want to make sure she's okay.
Sounds like a
Hallmark movie. I also want to make sure.
Yo, 100%.
Whatever this evil that is now taking over her body doesn't make things worse for the region.
All right, so what you're basically telling me,
now we have two.
What you're telling me is the first magical tattoo I give you, I'm gonna draw a Tina on you. Cool, good to know. All right, Matra, I
assume I already don't have a tattoo, but okay.
No, of a Tina? Have you in the last 48 hours?
No, but you just said tattoo in general.
Well, everybody's got tattoos.
So the first one he's going to put on you.
Yeah, that's the first magical one I'm gonna put on you.
In fairness.
It'll be cool. We'll talk about you having a tattoo. Matra, I'm sorry. That was completely, and I go to prestidigitate her worm, pause, and then follow through to see if she resists.
There is absolutely no resistance
Also,
to the worm.
when I casted detect evil and good. Did I get any vibe
Oh
from
yeah,
her?
sorry, dude.
So looking at Matra, you don't detect any form of. Hold on, can you post that spell really quick?
Yeah.
I just want to make sure I get it right. I use that spell all the time in my campaign, and I cannot for the life of me remember everything that it does.
Why? It's not letting me copy. And actually, now that I'm looking at it,
If you hit
doesn't
info.
do what I. Oh, edit. Yeah. It looks like it doesn't do what I thought it does. I should have actually read it. It doesn't actually read like their alignment. It just detects if they're aberration, celestial,
or if there's a place that's been magically consecrated or desecrated.
Oh yeah.
I mean, you
Did
could
you-
still
if you-
use that for the location we're at right
Well, I
First off-
still use the spell on her just because Athreos doesn't know
Okay.
exactly what the spell does. But yeah.
It's basically like detect magic for evil and good.
Yeah.
Okay, so you do feel a mix of consecration and desecration, primarily desecration within the building. It's tied to a lawful evil goddess, and they're all magic worshippers of that. But you don't feel any of that consecration kind of coming from Matra or the attendants themselves. It seems to be mainly the establishment that you're feeling it resonate off of, because it's a Church of Auril, not so much tied to her specifically.
Okay.
I would lean, I guess. They don't know the form in which we're at. We've been pulled at the back of this building, or like in a back room of this building.
Yeah, follow me. And she like begins walking, and she like looks, like puts her hand back. Yes, sir, I know that you have weapons drawn. I'm not making any funny moves. And she like hurriedly makes her way towards the back of the church, like asking you to follow.
We're with her. Please stand down. Stand down.
And
They don't like churches.
It's fine. We won't be in here very long.
she kind of walks up to the altar and then takes a right, and you see that there's another doorway that leads outward. If you all are walking through this doorway with her, you would enter into a back chamber, which feels very deja vu in a sense that it has like a smaller set of pews, another altar in the front, this one not having a large visage of Auril, like striking something down, but rather just the 10-pointed snowflake in this beautifully elegant design, with other instruments of holy practice up on the stand. This is essentially where the giant spired tower comes out. You see there's no stairway leading to the top of the tower, but the tower does stop before the snowflake itself. And you see there is, in front of all these pews, a much larger, I can't think of the better word. Before the altar, there's a large open area, and there's 3 separate, like, carvings of stone on the ground to signify placement of something. As of right now, don't really know what that is. But she stops in front of the, stops in the center of that open area and turns to face all of you. Yes, I was the one who put the message in, that one, and she looks to Iibryn, into his head, but I did it at the, will of, Master Priestess Fregus. She told me to do this to have you come here. Something about it being important for you to speak to her. But there is
My guy would kind of gesture at her. Look, breathe in real quick. Breathe out. Relax. It's fine. I apologize. You're okay. Continue.
Yeah, she doesn't do any of that. She just stares at you.
I just pulled a knife on you. Hey, calm down.
Yeah. You need to calm down.
her.
Yeah.
As I know that something happened to Atina. I could feel
that in my arms.
My connection to her being like, we're both part of the church. We can feel a lot of times when people like us disappear, and a lot of us in the church felt her disappear. And she like does the math. 2 nights ago, and I got a message last night to contact you, because you were a critical part of something that Fregus needed. But unfortunately, there is a problem that I kind of need you all to help me with. Master Fregus is currently, for lack of a better term, dormant in the church. And we're not generally supposed to awaken her, for reasons that I'm sure she will explain to you. Who am I kidding? She looks at Iibryn. Again, still a bit on edge. She is dormant to keep things in 10 Towns from getting worse. She is what's keeping things from getting worse. And she needs us to awaken her, but I cannot do it myself. And as much as I would like to rely on the other followers of Auril here at the church to do so, they cannot because they have undergone the rite. So I need living and breathing people to help me awaken her. And he is, and she again points at Iibryn, he is someone who needs to help me with this. I'm assuming that she wants the rest of you to also be here for that particular chain of events, but there is a 3-stage trial that she needs you to go through to awaken her, and if you can do that, she needs to speak with you.
This kind of sounds like an Iibryn solo thing. We kind of got this gig in Easthaven. Irini's got a stage show she's got to do. All right, Iibryn, good luck, bud.
Like,
no, of course we'll help
stealth.
you. Yeah, of course. I will.
Can I
Yeah,
roll like a
of
stealth
course.
check to see if I'm even there anymore?
Yeah, no, yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah. Look, we're actually more disturbed the fact that your sister may or may not have been a pawn in this situation in the worst kind of way. So, yeah, no, let's dot the T's and cross the I's.
Okay. If you're all... I'm assuming that you all slept last night. Thankfully. And she, she pulls... She, again, stares at Iibryn and then pulls out, essentially, a dagger made of ice. If you are ready...
Easy, whoa!
No. I'm not... And I am not hostile right now.
Everybody flashing sharp
Right
objects.
now.
I would really prefer to keep it this way, because I like living, and I don't want to wake Master Priestess Fregus, but she is requesting that we awaken her, and I'm...
Wake her up!
With an ice dagger?
What?
No, hold up. Before you said nobody could wake her up because they're all dead, and now you're saying you're not dead?
I have not undergone the rite.
Okay. Checks out. Continue.
I just love that. Seems legit. Okay.
Does she have the right to die?
Doesn't even have the fucking wherewithal to be like, I don't even debate my role.
If you need to die, I can help you with that.
No, I think the right. I think the right Irini in this situation is giving your entire self to Auril and becoming what Irini was, or sorry, Athena was. There's a lot of.
I can make that happen.
It's a rite of passage through death.
Yeah.
And
That's
from
something
my
that I'm good at.
I kind of
close
glance
experience
at
with your sister, it's not worth it.
Yeah,
It is,
well.
it's a complicated situation that I myself cannot do. Anyway,
why?
it's time. I need your help. And she turns around and you see she takes the dagger and she drags it over her hand. You see that there is a bit of blood that spatters. It hits the ground, and from that blood you see it glow from a red to a bright yellow. The blood itself splitting off in 3 directions equally to those stone slab locations in the ground, and you see the glowing radiant energy from the blood form 3 gateways that are written in celestial along the sides, the spell being something that's used to in some way, shape, or form connect whoever is opening it to a faith of some sort. In this instance, we could assume it'd be Auril. As the 3 gateways glow, the rest of the lights, the sconces in the church go out. Well, if you're ready, it's time to begin. And that's where we're going to end it for tonight.
Ready.
Ah! Wow!